Welcome back to another This Week in Warframe. This is going to be for the week of March 15th through the 22nd. And this week we have 3 items to discuss. The 13th anniversary, which has 8 weeks of goodies for us. I'm going to show you guys the free Sigma and where you get that if you haven't found it already. And a whole lot more. Also, if you guys are interested in the Twitch drops, every week DE releases a new schedule for the Twitch drops. Once they do that, I pin that to the top of my Twitch chat so you can find where the drops are happening in Warframe, so you can load yourself up with extra goodies. Again, that's going to be pinned to the top of my Twitch chat on my Twitch channel. But let's get started. This week in Warframe, Bird 3, first thing we're checking out, Shiny Treasures. He has himself an Azure Archon Shard. Deep Archimedia is an Exterminate, Alchemy, and Disruption. Temporal Archimedia is a Legicide Harvest, Defense, and Assassination. The current Coda weapons are a Coda Catabalist with 29.7% heat, Coda Hema with 46% electricity, a Mire with 25.1% electricity, a Motivore 25.2% toxin, a Pox 26.7% electricity, a Sporothrix 36.9% radiation, and a Torxiga 40.4% electricity. The 1999 calendar, currently we have rewards for an Arcane versus 6000 Endo, then we will have Topaz Archon Shard versus Double Arcane Pack, then we will have a Double Arcane Pack versus an Orokin Catalyst Blueprint, then we're going to have a Riven versus 2000 Kuva, and finally we're going to have 6000 Kuva versus 2 Arcanes, and then an Arcane versus 6000 Kuva. Now, in case you guys missed last week's video, you can come over here. This is still available. If you go to Feature, and then you go to Seasonal, you'll have a Shamrock color palette for 1 credit, which is practically free. So that is 1 free item. We got more to discuss. Also, the Prime Resurgence that is currently happening is you have 3 days and 17 hours left for your Atlas and Vauban. After that, we're going to be seeing Nova and Trinity and the weapons that they came with. So this would be a good time to jump on and grab those if you don't have them. Excellent Warframes. So if you guys jump over to your in-game inbox, you should have, if you signed in recently, gotten a message from Nata for the Dex Sigma. This is this year's 13-year anniversary reward, and the 13 anniversary glyph. You should have these 2 in your inbox. The Sigma looks pretty cool. You can get that through the appearance side of your Warframes in your arsenal. I believe through the attachments section, you'll see Sigmas, and you can change it on there. It looks pretty good. If we check out the Steel Path to Sendia this week, we have a Kit Gun Riven, Arcane Persistence, we have as a reward Arcane Circumvent, we have 25 Steel Essence, we have 3 times Primary Overcharge, and the final reward is an Orokin Catalyst Blueprint. And if we check out the normal circuit, our final reward here is going to be a Forma Blueprint. So the current event, you have 4 days and 11 hours left. This is for Gifts of the Lotus. This is going to be an Excalibur Dex skin. This is week 1 of the 13-year anniversary rewards. So if you don't have this, basically it's just a level 10 to 15 defense for that skin. Then we have a Disruption, level 10 to 15 for an Excalibur Dex Knuckle. And then finally, this one's going to be a little harder. It's going to be 110 versus 130 for an Exilus Weapon Adapter. So this is just week 1. There's going to be 8 weeks of rewards. And instead of me overloading you with every single week that's, coming, I'm just going to tell you about this week and then the following week, since the following week is actually going to be starting this Friday. This Friday, week 2 is when that starts, is going to be March 20th through the 27th. That's going to be for a Dex Sybaris plus weapon slot that comes with that. And it's also going to be an alert for an Excal Dex Glyph. Also, this weekend, starting March 20th through the 23rd, is going to be a double affinity weekend. So that's what's happening for the next foreseeable week with these 13-year anniversary stuffs. We also have reminded to do the weekly Iatan treasure hunt with Maru. For the Steel Path incursions, we're looking at a survival, a crossfire spy, defense, survival, rescue, and alchemy. The invasions currently only really have, the only noteworthy thing really would be, where is it? Mutalist Alid V nav coordinates. There's 2 of them. And then we have for the sortie today is a spy, a mobile defense, and an assassination. And this week's Archon hunt is against Boreal for an Azure Archon Shard, and we'll have to do a sabotage, interception, and showdown. We check out what Norah has going on this week. We're going to see the usual permanent weeklies, plus we're going to have complete a run of Deep Archimedia or Temporal Archimedia, then win 3 wagers in a row without letting the enemy score in 1 match of the Index, complete 6 invasion missions of any type, complete 3 Kuva Spy missions, and then today's daily is bullet jump 150 times. The offerings that Norah has this week for us are going to be Energy Siphon, Bursting Mass, Steel Charge, EMP Aura, Eximus Advantage, Sentient Barrage, and Loot Detector. The best ones you can get for making Platinum would be Energy Siphon and Steel Charge. Loot Detector, a little bit. You could probably move that in Trade Chat for some extra Platinum as well, but the primary ones I'd focus on would be Energy Siphon, Steel Charge. And if we scroll down even more, we have Prism Guard for Mirage, Recharge Barrier for Volt, Purging Slash for Excalibur, and Skull Shots for the Viper. We check out the Steel Pass circuit this week. We're seeing that we have Incarnate adapters for the Bow, Latron, Furus, Furax, and the Strun, and if you have those already, you can instead pick up a Rifle, Pistol, Melee Riven, or 20,000 Kuva. We check out what's happening on the normal circuit this week. Then we have options for Ivara, Inaros, and Titania. Also giving you guys a heads up, not this week, but the following week, we're going to be having the Shadowgrapher update come out, the new game mode. That's going to be pretty exciting. Also, we're going to have Warframe is going to be available on Switch 2, and that's not this week, that's going to be the following week, so get excited if you have a Switch 2 and you want to play Warframe on it. Also, for Akrithis, we have, browsing her wares, this week, we have a Shotgun Vendetta, 10 Pathos Clamps, Exilus Weapon Adapter for 20 Pathos Clamps, a Companion Weapon Riven for 20 Pathos Clamps, Forma Blueprint for 10 Pathos Clamps, and a Roken Catalyst Blueprint for 20 Pathos Clamps. Checking out Teshin this week in Steel Path Honors, we're going to see he has a Veiled Riven Cipher for 20 Steel Essence, and a Rifle Riven Mod for 75 Steel Essence. And if we check out this Knuckle Nuts over here, he's got a Tenet Ferox, 35.8% electricity, Tenet Grigori, 25.5% heat, Tenet Livia, 25.8% toxin, Tenet Exec, 26.7% radiation, and a Tenet Agendus, 48.4% toxin. How much platinum have you made since you've become a Patreon?
Over 100K.
45K.
60, 70,000.
20,000.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a week?
12K.
Probably about 5,000.
5,400.
Probably 8K.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a day?
5,400.
Day was probably 4K.
Probably about 3,000.
2K.
What's your favorite method of making platinum that you've learned from me?
Mostly just flipping ribbons and selling warframes.
Probably arbitrations.
Selling sets of Warframes.
I enjoy Zeramon the most.
Imagine how much time and money they've saved. You know where the links are. Reminder to stop by the Chrysalith on the Zeramon and visit Archimedes and Yanta for your 35,000 Kuva. Then you can travel to Iron Wake on Earth and visit Palladino for your 2 Rivens, your 35,000 Kuva, and your 150,000 credits. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and stop by my Twitch channel where you can get free drops when they are community-wide, also free rewards I do all the time anyway. And make sure you check out your Invigorations this week and see what you got. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you in the next one.